You ever have one of those days, or maybe a season, where it feels like your entire world just shatters? Well, today we're going to talk about a really powerful idea. What if that moment of total collapse isn't the end? What if it's actually the start of something incredible? Man, it's a feeling we all know, right? Like the rug's been pulled out from under you, everything you thought was solid just disappears. If that's you, if you've ever felt that way, then stick around. You're in exactly the right place. So, before we can even dream about building something new, we have to look at the wreckage. You just have to. So, this first part is all about being honest, about acknowledging the very real pain that comes when things fall apart. And look, this isn't just some vague concept. This stuff is real. It's deeply personal. Maybe for you, it was your job, the career you poured everything into, or your marriage, something you thought was going to last forever. It could be your health, your peace of mind, or even just that feeling that you've lost your purpose. And when that happens, the feeling is just crushing, isn't it? It feels so final. You honestly feel like, that's it, I'm done. Like that chapter is over, and maybe the whole book is too. Okay, but here's where the script flips. This is the turning point. What if that ending isn't really the end? We're about to look at a whole new way of seeing your breakdown, not as a disaster, but as something else entirely. And here it is. This is the big idea. While you feel like everything is being torn down, what if you're actually in a process of being rebuilt from the ground up, not destroyed, but remade? This leads us to this core concept we're calling divine rebuilding. It's a perspective shift that changes everything. Instead of seeing a catastrophe, you start to see it as the ground being cleared. It's like a construction site being prepped so that God can start building something brand new in your life. So that's a nice thought, right? But where does that hope actually come from? Well, this whole idea is anchored in some really specific promises. Promises found in Scripture that speak right into these moments of pain. Let's start with this one. The keyword here is purpose. It's this promise that even in what feels like total chaos, there's a bigger plan at work. It means that somehow all the pieces, even the painful, broken ones, are being woven together for your good. And this next one, wow. It just gets it. It doesn't ignore the pain. It fully acknowledges that night of weeping. And let's be real, that night can feel so long. But it frames it as a season, a night, not forever. It's a promise that the darkness won't last, that a morning of joy is absolutely on its way. You know, when you put those two promises together, you get this incredible new narrative. It means your story is not over. The breakdown doesn't get the final say. Instead, God is actively writing a story of redemption right into the pages of your life. And all of this leads us right here to the most exciting part. It's about looking forward. It's about taking this whole new perspective and seeing your current crisis not as a tragic ending, but as the launch pad for your comeback. I mean, just look at this comparison. It lays it out so clearly. What felt like a painful ending, that's being reframed as a brand new beginning. That period of weeping becomes a morning of joy. The story of your breakdown is being transformed into a story of redemption. It's a total upgrade. And here is the bottom line, the thing to hold on to. This difficult time is not wasted time. It is not a pause. No way. In fact, from this perspective, your lowest moment is actually a time of intense preparation. God is laying the foundation for your comeback. So, let's end with the one question that wraps all of this up. Just think about this. What if everything you're going through right now, every bit of rubble at your feet, is just the raw material for your greatest comeback yet? What if this isn't your ending, but the very beginning of your comeback story?